everybody, it's me again, and I wanted to share with you some new things that I have in the shop. I have a new Valentine's kit in the shop now, and actually it's like 2 parts, and I brought back a lot of my old ones. I think all of my old Valentine's kits into the shop. Just had to revamp it a little bit as far as like the previews and stuff, because my name, the shop name had changed. So, but I also wanted to thank somebody on here real quick so they know that I got this. This is from Dawn Haskell, and thank you so much, honey. I got your card. Thank you so much. I got it a few days ago. I just haven't been doing any videos, so thank you so much for this handmade Christmas card. I love it. It is cute. I haven't really been in the Christmas spirit, but every time I get a little something in the mail, then I get in that spirit. So thank you. I did receive it. All right, so let's get started. First off, I'm going to put the new one aside for now and just kind of show you, if you had never seen these before, if you're newer to my channel, then you would not have seen these or know that I have them. So if you are new to my channel, thank you for joining. I am not only a crafter, a planner girl, but I'm also a designer, and I have a little shop. I am not 24/7 doing that because I have a full-time job aside from this, so it's not something that I'm doing 100% of my time. But I do have a shop where I make traveler's notebooks and digital stuff, and I also sell product, like my stash sometimes as well. So anyway, the link to my shop will be down below. Also, I have a whole list of things down below that you might want to look at. A lot of links to things, stores or online shops that I have previously bought from. And I also have a traveler's notebook tutorial playlist that will be listed down below. So check it out, and let me start. Let me get back to this. Now, I just refilled my ink in my printer, which is amazing because it lasted a really long time. I have an HP Color Laser Jet Pro, and it is, yes, a laser printer. The ink that came with it was kind of like a sample. They didn't give you like a full cartridge, so it's amazing how far that went, and I was squeezing it to the last. So when I printed the new one, the color is a little like not dull, but a little saturated. Not even saturated, it's just like the ink didn't completely go through. I don't know. Anyway, but these are on regular paper. So these are my old kits that I brought back. I had changed the prices. I think I managed to change the prices of everything since these are older. And I just brought them down to, I think, $15 instead of the usual $20. That was like my number. But even the new one is also the same price. So a lot of you, if you've been following me for a long time, already seen these and might even have them. So I have put them back. Pretty much everything inside is the same. The only difference might be that I might have added the collage sheets that I would used to sell separately way back when, but it's gonna go with it. So, and then some of my designs, the paper backgrounds are gonna be 12 by 12, or these are 8.5 by 11, but they will print, these bigger ones print on an 8.5 by 11. They will be like an 8.5 by 8.5 or 8 by 8. My designs, a lot of these mostly are made up of commercial use images and backgrounds and stuff, but then I just work with them and change them up. So, but lately I've been actually drawing my own things and kind of designing my own thing together with some old stuff. And also my designs most of the time will work well with each other, so they can coordinate. Anyway, all right, so Heartbreak is back, and this is more like on the kind of goth side because of the colors. There's black and red in here. and there's going to be cutouts. Now I do not have silhouette cut files for any of these, so these are the kind you're just going to have to print and cut yourself. And then also these are files that you're buying, so you will get a download from Zibbit, not from me. You will only have 7 days to download it. A lot of people don't know that, but files that you buy through Zibbit, you only have 7 days to download it. So make sure when you buy it, you know, you're gonna instantly get that email, usually within seconds, but definitely the same day. And you're just gonna want to go ahead and download that right away so you don't forget. Although I have it saved in another file network, I guess that's what you call it. And if you happen to miss out and forget to download it, you can contact me and I can send you that different link. It's not through Zibbit. Anyway, so again, Heartbreak. The next one is Love Struck. Same 12 by 12. Now when I say 12 by 12, that is the file size. But I mean, if you have a printer that prints 12 by 12, you can actually print these, you know, and it'll come out really nice as a 12 by 12. And with this one, I added in the bottle cap images. So, and there's like, each little section here is one sheet that you print out and then you just cut it out. So there's 9 here and then 10 and 11 other cutouts. So there's Love Struck, and then we got My Valentine. With this one, I went a little further and I designed some little note cards that are heart-shaped in a little heart-shaped box. And then a couple of envelopes that these heart-shaped cards will fit. You're also going to get some tags in here, and these images here you could probably use in there. And then of course the cutouts. Now some of the cutouts in here, like this envelope, you're going to see again in the new kit, but it's going to have like a flower on it, something different. And then some of the flowers you might also see in there, but this is the one that's oriented as 8.5 by 11. Long ways. This is prior to my planning days that I am now. So then one of the newer ones was this one called Sweetheart. And see, it's a little brighter. I brought in some of that pretty like teal blue and traditional colors plus that color there. So you got pinks, reds, and then that other color. And in here, let's see, here's that envelope again, and then these other images you'll see in the new kit as well. But I cannot remember, I think I oriented these papers like this way. So if you were to make a cover, which there's 2 sheets in here that I made TNs out of, and I probably will make them again. And you're also going to get these cards here. I think they're 3x4s and 4x6. I'm not sure about that one, maybe 5x6 or something like that. Okay, so then those are back in the shop. There's a whole section in the shop called Valentines. And then the new one, I printed it out. And here it is. It's simply called XOXO. And it's all just pinks and reds, and then a little bit of like a creamy color in there, like in a gray. I just wanted to toss in something that will help bring it in and coordinate, like maybe with this, you know, so that you can use them all together. This kit, the file version of it, well, there's only going to be the file for now, but I'm probably going to print extras and do printed out kits already. Instead of doing the what was the word, pre-orders, I might just print 1 or 2, maybe 2 to start off and see if they sell as is, and with the cutouts. So this kit here as a file, you're going to get what you see here, and there is 10, 11 by 8.5 backgrounds. They're oriented this way, but then these designs here, like this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. Oh, and probably this one can go this way too. And then you've got 2, 4, 6, 8 files that are all cutouts. 2 of which are the cards, which I know for sure these are 3 3x4 and 4x6 inch cards. And then these here, you're going to have 56 images to cut out by hand or run it through your machine. Now, I am selling separately a, what is it called? I always forget what it's called, but it's SSD file, I think, which is a silhouette cut file. I have no other way of sending out cut files in any other machines, only the silhouette as of now. I've yet to even find out a way to do it. I just don't have the time for that. But I am selling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files that already have the cut lines and everything for your silhouette. What's it called? Silhouette. I will find it. It is an SSD. Silhouette Studio Designs. That's what it is. For whichever design studio that you have for the silhouette, you should be able to use it. And it's just 6 files. These 6 here already cut, and then you're going to get the 56 die cuts out of that. And I'm going to show you those already cut out. I don't have these papers printed out because I printed them and already cut them. But I do have the backgrounds and the cards to show you right now. So yeah, you can just buy this. These are all JPEGs. They're like photos that you just open up and print. And what am I looking for? Oh, here's my camera. And then these are the SSD files. So you can buy that separately if you want, if you don't want to waste time trying to cut these or put them in your studio and trying to get all that. Okay, so let me have a sip of water. It's been a while since I have really talked for a while. Okay, now let's get started. I print my stuff on 110-pound cardstock from Walmart. I get it at Walmart, and I also buy it at walmart.com. And it's for both inkjet printers and laser printers, which I was happy about because I did have a lot of this paper when I bought my laser and was wondering if I could print with that, and I can. And then these I did print with the laser, but like I said, the colors might be a little off. Now the color's going to differ from your screen and from what you print, and if you're going to print on inkjet or laser, it is going to differ. On my screen they're nice and bright, very close to what you see here. And if I am going to sell these printed out, you will be getting a white border because with the laser you can't do borderless. If you have an inkjet, you can print these all the way to the edge, all the way to the border. So just think about that. So you are losing a little bit here with the laser. So anyway, let me just go ahead and start showing you. Here are the cards. These are supposed to be 4x6, but again, since I get a border on mine, I don't know if it's going to be exact. It's actually exact. I printed it through the Silhouette Studio for some of these images, and then some directly just from my photo viewer or whatever that's called. So anyway, and I used the backgrounds of the papers. So some of these have textures already in it, some don't, some are a little flat. I did use my Photoshop to give them certain look to the images. So they're not, I don't know, I just try to do it all throughout all my images so they kind of look like they all went together. And I'll show you like my designs, like this right here. I drew this, I doodled it, and then colored it and gave it that, it's called cartoonized or something like that, but it's not really like a cartoon. It just gives it kind of a smeared kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, it's just a technique in there. And then I just typed in you and me in here, and then my background. This background is also in, I think, in one of the cards for Sweetheart right there. So see how you can coordinate my kits with each other. And then here, just a simple roses in a heart shape with a bow. And then over here, if you are, you know, if you have a honey for Valentine's, there's a couple of champagne glasses with a rose in front, and the background is little hearts. And then this is the 3x4s. And yeah, I had to add in this corset. I drew the cupcake, and then I put Eat Your Heart Out. Then we have the little girl, and she's also featured in another kit. I know for sure in this one, she's right here. Actually, no, right here. And then the roses are there too. Okay, and then here we have a jar with just a simple background, and then it says kisses, so I put a little, you know, lips there. I drew this heart that's in the background, like a Valentine heart, and just put the flowers there. And then here is like a knitted heart. There's a needle here, and then here it looks like it's stitched in always. And it does have that kind of texture look to it. So those are the cards in there. I didn't make too many of them. And then here, these are the backgrounds, which can be used for anything, crafting in any way, scrapbooking, planners. The actual file is oriented as you see it here, but it can be printed out differently, as you can see right here. And this actually got smushed and pulled to look this way. It was by accident, actually. But as you can see, you can, you know, work it in different ways. But this is the way it is actually oriented. Just a simple, it's like several stripes in the pink right there, and then a solid, you know, if the camera doesn't really pick up those stripes. These pinks are just like, you know, several stripes. Now this one here, I gotta see if I can, it does have a bit of like texture to it, but it was running out of ink as well at that time. Let me see if I could pull open this just to make sure how it's supposed to look. Yeah, okay, so it is supposed to look kind of whitewashed, but the way it printed is not exact the way it should be. I don't know if you can kind of see here. It was just, you know, I was running out of ink already. But it still works for me. I'm going to be using this for myself. The screen is showing a little bit of hint of an orange in here, but there is no orange, just so you know. Then this one's just a pale, like little hearts in pink. And then here we have the floral. Now the background's a very light gray. So I did want to mix in stuff like this, just a few, to be able to coordinate with the other kits. Then we have a stripe, and it does have, like, you see those little like dark areas. That's the way it is, but this one's a little more not washed out, but again, I was running out of ink when I was printing this. Then here's this one. I love this one with the hearts and the flowers. And then here's another floral, again, like a kind of a grayish color. Let's see if I can open my screen here. Try to see if that's the color it should be. Oh, hold on. Is that it? Back up. Oh. There it is. Yeah. So it's kind of a grayish, almost taupey color in the background. It's a polka dot, and you can barely see it on my screen, but there are, yeah, there you go. There are some polka dots in there. Okay. And then here, I love this one. So there's that little bug that is in the other kits, and I just put a whole bunch in there in different directions, and my idea is this is going to be part of like a TN insert cover. Really, really cute. And then here's another one. Now this is my drawing with the cupcakes. I did not draw the flower, but I did draw the cupcake, and I just put a whole bunch in there. And again, my idea was for TNs, for Traveler's Notebook. And then the background is also kind of a textured effect. And then here I took my Valentine with the flowers, and then I put the word love in there. And now some of these are upright, some are upside down. That's the way I designed it, so that you can flip it in any direction, you know, upward or this way. And again, I thought of a cover. Now there looks like marks in here. That's meant to be there. Okay, so those are the backgrounds. I'm just gonna put them here. So, and what did I say there was? 10 of these. These are, and like some of these here, you don't even need to use for Valentine's. You could use it anytime. You could use this one and this one for, and even this one, that one too, for like spring or Easter. Okay, so we'll put these, I'm gonna put this one underneath. Maybe like this. Alright, so then for the cutouts, again, with the digital file, you're going to get six files that will print out like this with all the images that you will have to either hand cut, or you could just send it to your Silhouette. If you know how to do it yourself through there, either your Silhouette or your Cricut or whatever other machine that you have that, you know, cuts it for you, you can just take that. You don't have to buy the extra file. Now, if you don't want to go through all the trouble of trying to do that through your Silhouette, then, but you have the Silhouette, then you can buy the SSD files separately, and you can cut all the 6 of them, and you will get all of this. And this is a lot. It's 56. Actually, I'm just gonna skip. Here, I'll do this. I just put them all together here. And I actually will be working on an actual planner kit to make stickers and maybe page markers or something to go with this. I might actually mix in the other kits too, so it's not just this one kit that, you know, I'll be using in there. But with this one, you will get a few planner stuff, like the stacked bows, and this was my color scheme for the whole kit. And I've been using these bow clips in a lot of my designs for planners. You will get this pocket, and I actually, okay, I drew all these, and I drew the pocket and the flower. The pocket, if you leave it as is in the Silhouette file with the white border and everything, it's like 3 3/4 inches by 4. So you could put it in like a B6 sized traveler's notebook, or you could use this in another way. Now these are a little large, the size. You can resize them however you like, but I kind of like this size for decorating like B6s, but you can shrink them down if you want to do it for pocket or micro traveler's notebook. Now last time what I did was I took a vellum sheet, kind of tacked it just on the bottom 3 edges or 4 edges, laminated it, cut the top, and made it into a cute little like portable pocket that you can tuck in. Alright, I'm trying to pull like the bigger stuff, but it's like all mixed in here. I did design a new pen. It's like a gem pen, and there's like little hearts on it. Really, really cute. It's kind of big, but again, you can resize everything. It's about 5.5 inches. And this would be cute to make that pocket and then just kind of tuck this in there, and, you know, just for fun. I did put a little bit of, not much like text or anything, but on this one here I did put, only thing I love more than my planner is you. So this is for more like the planner people like me. I have become more of a planner girl, less of a crafter, but I do make my own TNs and design my own stuff, so I still consider myself a crafter. So then this one here again is in another kit. It's Be My Valentine. It's like a chalk shape there. Let's try to pull all of it. Here's another little chalkboard. It says all you need is love. Here I drew a cell phone, and there's a little text in there between 2 lovers. Will you be my Valentine? And then it says yes with a kiss. So I did draw out the phone itself. I drew these flowers, and I did them in these 3 colors. I've been wanting to try and draw flowers, you know, like this. And then you have the regular roses, you know, more traditional. I think, yeah. So there's a nice deep red single rose. And then here is like a brighter pink, and then another deep red, couple of roses there. Then we have these. Now I added that like cartoon effect to all of these actually. So this one has like a soft look to it. So it would be more like a drawing, I guess. And this single one here. And then, oh, here's the heart. And you see how you can just layer everything? I'm just kind of layering here, and then you got this one. It's just nice for layering things. Okay, so then, let's see, what else do we have? I did draw these, and I don't think you can see it, but again, the color should be a little more flat. I think that's the word I'm trying to say, because it looks like, in my eyes right now, you can't see it here, but it, you know, it looks like the ink was already starting to go. You might not see that, but if you do, it is supposed to be more of a flat pink, but I did it in these two color schemes. And then these I've drawn previously a while back, and I just change out what they say. So I have the like Ray Dunn inspired mugs, and this one says love with the ULUV, and this one's you and me. And then here is another one of my drawings or doodles. It's like a hot pink planner with, again, my drawings. Pretty much everything, you know, a lot of these are my drawings. If it looks like a drawing, then it's most likely my drawing. Here's one of my recent drawings of a Raskog. I own a Raskog. A lot of people do, for crafting and for planning. And then I just added my bow and then some images that I had purchased in there. So this one's in the pink. And then again, some of my bows. I just did these three colors, the bow clips. I actually like to use these in my planners as tabs. And again, the color should be a little more flat. Now I think you may or may not notice it a little more between the two here, the left and the right. This one's faded a little more, but it's supposed to be more like this, more flat. I just didn't want to waste. I tried to suck that ink dry to the last bit. I did have backup. My husband had gotten a good deal on some backup, and I know you can do where they can just send it to you when you need it. I'd rather just order it when I want to. Here's newer doodles of mine, and this is a typewriter, and you can add text in there. I left it blank. So you got the two color tones there, and then here's another one of my planners. This one's the open planner. So to this one, of course, I always just change out the colors to coordinate with what kits I'm doing, and then I'll add, you know, images in there, and these are my two drawings in there as well. This had a different thing on the top before. And I'm not going to be able to layer everything. I'm going to have to start doing it on top of each other. So here's my bows again. I'm just going to go back up here. Then I doodled these little love birds. Look at that. Cute. And my cupcakes again. So you have the option. Maybe you want to just do all pink spreads, or you can add these to greeting cards. Do a little scrapbooking with these. I think there's another heart. Let me see here. Here's the little bug, the car, the VW bug. You know, I used to think of it as the love bug. And okay, so these two flowers are slightly different in size. Then I doodled the two cats. Of course, I had to throw in some cats. And I also drew this, the either like coffee or tea. Here's the little angel, and then the champagne glasses. So you can just, you know, layer things however you like. Here's the corset. And you can see the size. They're a nice size, like for making cards and stuff. But again, you can always shrink them down. Here's that envelope again, but this time it has a flower on it. So in the other kits, I think it's without that flower. Okay, so here's the other heart. So there's two. These are my doodles. I just did different colors. Then we have the jar. It's not my doodle, but I will be doodling a jar soon. I just haven't gotten to it. I doodled this, and I'm just going to see if I can use this image to make the page marker. I just haven't figured out how yet, because I kind of like this little guy to be like peeking on top of my planner. And I doodled a pillow. That's one of the things that I've seen a lot in the TN world, the planner world, I should say, planner girls. So I did do a pillow. And I got an arrow here that I drew. Then I drew the bow and arrow, and this time I used the red. So you can, you know, just layer things. I doodled and drew the camera. So in the two color schemes. I love the camera. And I doodled this February, and I just added the flowers to that, and I colored in the little hearts. I love the way my fall one came out where I added flowers, so I did the same with this one, except the drawing. This is the kind of stuff I used to do in high school, is these kind of like bubble letters, and like the other one that I showed you here, the word love. Well, I'm not going to go back to that. And then some lips, and a little flag that says kisses, XOXO, and a really deep red to kind of coordinate with that one. And then the actual Cupid. It's like a stamped image. You can color it in, you know, if you want a skin tone, but I just left it the black and white. Okay, I mean, that's a lot. So that right there, you could just buy the file for all of these die cuts. You don't have to get the backgrounds if you don't want, but that's a lot of die cuts. It's 56 die cuts, and you know, it's ready to cut. And yeah, it's just really, that's a lot. So anyway, the links will be down below to both the cut files and to this, and then there'll be a link straight to the shop if you just want to check out all the other stuff that I have. There's a whole Valentine section I just added back in. Make sure that if you have been following me for a while, make sure you don't already have this, my older files, but I do have them saved. So if you happen to lose your file, if you can find a way, I don't have a way to look up really old sales, because my Zibbit shop, I had closed it and then I reopened a brand new one, so I won't have that. And then through PayPal only holds the information for so long. So if you happen to have something like emails or something, check and see, and let me know that you could, you know, you didn't have the file, you lost it or whatever, and then I'll try to get it back to you. It will be a different link, because I also had deleted all the files from my file sharing network and put new ones in, because I had to change the names of my shop and any links that I might have had in the past. Anyway, whew, that's a lot of talking. I need to go and start cooking now. Thank you all for watching, and happy holidays, everyone. It's going to be in just a few days, Christmas, and then next week is New Year's, and I'm really excited about Valentine's now, only because it's February. It's my birthday month. I love February, so that's my month. So we'll see, and hopefully I will get more projects done for that, a lot more than I did for Christmas. So thank you again, and happy holidays, and until next time, bye now.